Now, this is what were some traditional things that happened. Mahindra and Mahindra, they ventured into USA way back in 1994 with a farm equipment division that they had set up in Texas at some point of time. But even before that, like I said, they had a collaboration with which they manufactured a specific type of jeep in India. So they used to get that technology, and then they will make that jeep, which would kind of be useful for the rough terrain that you find. And it's now, as we see that, over the few periods or few years, we see that there has been really good road developments and everything that happens. But way back, you would need something like a rugged kind of vehicle to navigate the Indian terrain. So that is what they were doing. Asian Paints. Asian Paints is like obviously the market leader in the paints industry, and if I may say so, an investor's favorite. Okay, it gives that kind of stability. So Asian Paints is ventured in 2002. They acquired a company, Burger International, at that point of time, which was in some coating related products and all. So this is something that these are the transactions that happened before and traditionally. But Asian Paints also, as you can see, it's like it's manufacturing. It's not a company which is of a small size or a startup kind of nature. So it's a market leader in the paints division in India. So already achieved a certain size, and then going for that. Infosys Technologies, again, a big software company, has lots of subsidiary entities abroad. So those were the kinds of companies that used to enter into and foray in international space. But now we have startups like, you know uh, people will be, oh my god, this was born yesterday and it's already international today. It's that kind of speed with which the startups are moving, and we'll see why that is happening. So this is one, for example, fresh to home. And we would think that pandemic would kind of impact, but this has happened right in October 2020. Okay, so just kind of a point of time when the pandemic's effects are kind of going down, and in some places coming up maybe. So but yeah, so it's it ventured at that time. Yap is a company which is dealing with AI, and this company actually ventured in has presence in Australia, New Zealand, UAE, and Nepal. So these are all some companies you probably may not even heard the names of, right? And yet these are venturing out of India. Postman, I was reading about this company. It was incredible to learn of it. Right now, there were just two people, two, three guys who started this entity, and they were making something that is a connected concept to the Internet of Things. They were building something that would help people or help devices connect with each other. Okay, and the way these guys started up, they made a project kind of thing. They were doing it like a, one of them was kind of full time on it, another was working part time, and it was a project that they started, and they put up that project or that product or technology up on the internet, and they were takers of it like anything. So they couldn't believe that so many people would demand and would use this kind of technology, which they found really helpful. Okay, and even before they set up a company, when before they formulated a proper company or a entity out of it, they started earning and making a lot of money, okay, from the technology. So these kinds of things are happening, which will not which is making it possible for companies which are in India, startups which are in India, technology based startup, to just go and venture out of India. Reco is another company which has presence in Europe, and SEA, it's in reconciliation related software. So this is one quote, which we have said, and it seems completely true. So the tweet is that it's easier to earn $1 than a rupee. Okay, because like you find technology like that which is being used, which makes more sense to people outside India, they are going to take it. Okay, so it may be easier like to earn the dollar than a rupee. Here you may actually face a uh, lot of requirements which you need to fulfill. There can be bureaucracy, there can be delays in getting something done. Okay, and you may find business friendly jurisdictions outside where you may find it easier to go.